Hello everybody, it's Sephiroth1204 for another weekly update. A few things this week. First of all, video-wise, everything's going to pretty much be the same. Aside from the VOD uploads. Last week, Tales of Vesperia's VODs finished up. So if you're looking to watch that stream series, it's all in a playlist on my channel. This week I'm going to start uploading the Kingdom Hearts 2 VODs, Twitch streams from last year. So those will be going up for a little while. I might start that next week. I think this week I wanted to put up the stuff for Gris, because it's only like 2.5 or 3 hours. So I'm probably going to cut that up into videos for Wednesday and Saturday. So, so this week will be Gris, and then next week will be Kingdom Hearts. I'm just going to start preparing the Kingdom Hearts VODs for next week. In addition to that, Mother 3 is going to keep going. Trails in the Sky on Much Games. Streams this week. So if you were paying attention last week, I just hit my desk with my knee, ow. If you're paying attention last week, so I started streaming Bug Fables, which is a really fun game with kind of a checkered production story, but it's very fun. I'm loving it. But my internet has been having some really severe troubles. Every day at 9 p.m., give or take 20 minutes, my internet speed goes from 100 megabytes per second download and 36 megabytes per second upload. I use an Ethernet cable so that I don't have internet problems. So it goes from 36, the important thing is the upload. It goes from 36 megabytes per second upload to 2 between 9 p.m. and like 1 a.m. every night now. So that's my stream time. So that leaves me, so I tried streaming regardless, and I've just been dropping frames all over the place. If you take a look at my like the videos on Twitch, there's like 10 Bug Fable videos because my stream kept on dropping. It kept on actually crashing, like to the point where it was just dead. So it like kept cutting up the videos. It's really choppy. It's awful, and I'm like really upset about that because that's ruining the continuity of the game videos also. But I could only stream for 1 hour each night this past week before I just gave up because it was just not working. It was just hemorrhaging frames and hard crashing the internet. And like right before streaming, I checked on Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. I checked and it was at the 36, and then I start streaming, and then all of a sudden 20 minutes later just everything just went down to 2. And it's ridiculous, and I've been yelling at Optimum, and they're like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm pretty sure they're throttling it because they're a bunch of pieces of garbage. So we're going to have to yell at them. So what does this mean for streams? This week, on Tuesday, I think I'm going to try streaming earlier, which isn't great, because the reason why I stream when I do is because Tuesday is a school night / work night. People aren't around in the afternoon generally. And also that's when Lucagen usually streams, so that's bad. But I'm going to try to stream earlier, like Tuesday afternoon, not like 6 p.m. Because I'm going to be really tired by then. I'm going to try streaming like 3 p.m. Eastern, which, again, I know that's like dead time for everyone, but I need to see whether this happens because I want to stream or because of the timing, because that's, it gets throttled during prime time, which is when I usually stream, 9 p.m. / 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to try on Tuesday to stream earlier. A, we'll see if anyone shows up. B, we'll see if I enjoy it. And C, we'll see if it's the streaming in and of itself that actually crashes everything. What I'm going to do also is Tuesday night, when I'm not streaming at 8 p.m., I'm going to be checking the internet to see if it was just maybe, for some reason, 3 nights in a row, Optimum was having connection problems at the exact same time every night and only at that time. So we'll see if it continues this week. Or maybe they just, decide that they're just going to throttle me when I start streaming. Dependent on how Tuesday's stream goes, we will decide what Wednesday's stream time is. But yeah, I really want to continue to do Bug Fables because I want to play that. So yeah, if you can show up at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday for a stream, maybe it'll be Bug Fables, maybe it'll just be chill art stream. I don't know yet. It really depends on how much I get done on that day. Yeah, if you want to show support for that, it's great. Or watch my stream crash and burn like it has been the past couple of weeks. Because 2 weeks ago also when I streamed, was streaming Nier on that Wednesday, it also like hard crashed everything and I had to end early. So I don't know what to do about that. And if it just keeps going like that, I'm probably just gonna stop streaming for a little while because honestly, like, I stream to have fun, and dealing with internet problems is not fun. So I would just focus my efforts on art and offline art and playing video games. So hopefully it doesn't get there because I have stream plans. I have plans. But yeah, so it's a stress that I just don't want to deal with. But I want to try to work around it in some way and see, if it's just the time of day or if it's for some reason XSplit just makes my internet crash hard. But it can't be XSplit because also on Thursday, Tuesday and Wednesday I streamed and both crashed. Thursday also, my internet just went dead at 9 p.m. So that was 3 days in a row, and Thursday I wasn't streaming. And it's not like I have an Ethernet cable, so it's not like I'm dependent on the Wi-Fi's broadband or the bandwidth. And we don't have an exceptionally larger load of people using electronics at 9 p.m. in this house. Like, my little brother gets home earlier, so he's already doing stuff, on his Switch or whatever. I mean, my parents are on their computers, but they're on them all day, so it's not like there's nothing different on our end. So I'm hoping it's just problems with Optimum that they're fixing. But if not, we're going to have to permanently move the time. 3 p.m. on Tuesday works for me. If the internet problems are still persisting, I might, for Wednesday's stream, move to 6 p.m., which is 3 hours earlier, from 9, because I don't like streaming in the middle of the day. I like streaming in the evening or night because everyone's coming home, they want to relax, and I try to make my streams chill. So, like, I want people to be able to relax to my streams when they're not watching, Missy or Tim or John or any of the other better people than I. But no one's around during the afternoon, so we'll see. We'll see on Tuesday. But yeah, so that's the fun that I've been having. Let's see, for other things that happened this week, let's just go through Twitter because that's easier. I started releasing the vlogs from MagFest. I forgot to put up the last one, so that'll probably go up later today. I saw the Sonic movie and I really enjoyed it. It's not like a masterpiece of a movie, but it was enjoyable. Like I said, I enjoyed it. And there's a lot of good stuff and references and acting, and Jim Carrey was very Jim Carrey. He was like classic Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey, Jim Carrey. So it was fun times. Let's see. Start the Bug Fables. We're getting on in Mother 3. We're getting close to the end of Chapter 7, so that's cool. Did some art for John streams. You can check that out on Twitter. I'm just going to be showing off the Patreon thing that I did. I have one Patreon peefs. I have one Patreon peefs left. That I'll have to do this week. And actually start working on other things. I've been very swamped this past week. I did a lot of work on the Persona stuff because it's almost a month until the game releases, and I'd really like to get the poster done by the time the game comes out, or at least reasonably close afterwards, so that it I can join in the hype and not just come in 3 months later. So it's been giving me a lot more work than I had intended to, because I've been taking a lot of days off, especially last week because I was not feeling well. So sorry if you hear that in the background, but yeah, so I have a schedule now. I have to do 2 sections. I'm up to the painting for everybody. I'm on the last step for each of the 5 people that are left, and I'm already a little bit ways into the Makoto drawing, but I need to do 2 sections of each character a day until March 31st in order to get it done. Preferably 3, just so that I have leeway for days that I just can't do things. But yeah, so apologize if it just makes everything else get delayed or whatever. I really want to focus on the art. I'm right now actually driven to do it. When I'm not drawing right now, I get anxious, which is great because sometimes I just feel really burnt out. I just don't want to do it. And maybe I'll be burnt out by the end of this, but right now when I'm sitting, I'm watching YouTube videos, or I'm editing my Let's Plays, or I'm preparing for a stream, I'm I could be drawing right now. I could be doing the Persona thing right now. It's I really want to do that. It's very hard to focus on anything else, which is good and bad. It's bad because I have other work that I need to do. It's good because it's motivation, and it feels good to be motivated like that. Speaking of that, drawing for this past week was Estelle. One sec. Let me get the manual focus going on over here. Estelle from Trails in the Sky. I really like how this came out. It's kind of hard to see, but I did a lot of shading and coloring for the skin and the hair and everything else. I really like how that came out. If you want to look on Twitter for a better version of it. It's also on Redbubble because someone asked, so if you want to buy a print or something of it, feel free. But yeah, I like how that came out. It's still bright. There's an Animal Crossing Direct this past week, which I'll talk about at the end of the video in case people are avoiding spoilers for any reason. This past week was more or less the 10-year point from when I started drawing regularly. When I was in school in Israel, a post-high school, just learning thing, one of my friends and future roommate and guy who's actually getting married in a month, like did a lot of really good art, and it like inspired me to try drawing myself. And my stuff was like really really bad. In retrospect, it was really bad, but I thought I was like, wow, cool, look at me doing this. Um, so yeah, it's okay to like the bad art that you've done in the past, because you know that back then that's what you like, the best that you could do was, and you improved. So I did really like the art back then. It's like I don't cringe at it because I'm like, yeah, I remember when I was really proud of that. Um, and I'm now proud of the stuff that I do now. So it's cool, but it's significantly different. So yay for 10 years of progress. Um, Me getting angry at internet problems. Uh, um, Pictures of puppies. Having more internet problems. So, I guess on a bit of unfortunate news, if you follow Stephen Vlogs, Stephen George, his wife Mallory, their cat Sagan passed away this past week, very suddenly. They like it wasn't doing too well, and they brought him to the vet, and it turns out he had cancer. And they made the decision to put him to sleep, and that's really sad. You put out a vlog about it, and also one afterwards, just like essentially just to work through their grief a little bit and talk about everything, what happened, and talk about Sagan. But personally, obviously, I don't feel the same pain that they do, because they were that cat's parents. Like they were like Sagan and Kepler are Stephen and Mal's like children. That's they treated them like royalty. And Kepi is still around, but it's been, I don't know. Sagan is like a very big part of the vlogs, of Breakfast Stream, which I watch every week, twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. It's the way that the Stevens vlogs are, he makes the viewer feel very included in their family. Not to the point where it's intrusive to them, but where we feel like we're part of things. And especially with the Breakfast Stream, it's very cozy. It's very very inviting, and the cats were very were very part of that. And it's hard to see. First of all, it's hard to see that Sagan is gone. It was very sad. But also, like, just seeing the pain that Stephen and Mal are going through. Because, like, Stephen never cries. Ever. I heard people say there was, like, one vlog where he visited, a grave or something, maybe? But, like, Stephen never cries. And, like, he's very... it's just very out of character for him. And not because he's not... Like, it's not... He doesn't have emotions. It's just, like... It's him. Like, he deals with things differently. But, like, this is really... It hit him and Mal very hard. And it's very hard to see because... again, of that, like, personal connection that the viewer has with their content. Just from the way it is. And, we feel like those are our cats, too, that cat was very loved, and it got to the point where actually Sagan was trending on Twitter, and a whole load of Carl Sagan fans were like, why the heck are people talking about a cat? Which they probably could have worded that better, because that's kind of inconsiderate, but I understand if you see Sagan trending and you get excited that your favorite person is being talked about, and it turns out it's a cat that's named after that person. But yeah, it's just like, it's weird. It's weird that he's just like not there now, you know. But yeah, so they're going to be taking some time to just like deal with that, because it's not something they've really gone through. And I honestly can't imagine how they're feeling, because those cats, again, those cats are their children. But it's awful. It's awful, and it's just like the hardest part for me. I was very sad that the cat passed away. Like, I loved Sagan, I love Kepler, and like they're adorable and their antics are great, and it was great to see how much their parents love them. But like, it's very hard. I have, again, like I have a connection, that I feel connected to Stephen and Mal through their content, because they're just such nice people. Like, I made a tweet about the 10 years thing, of art stuff. I posted it in their patron Discord, because I post my art there, because Mal has like a whole art section that people talk about. So I posted it there, and like Stephen and Mal actually engaged with it. Like, they liked it on Twitter, which is a small gesture, but they actually took the time to acknowledge the fact that, hey, you made progress here. Like, they went to Twitter and they liked it, from from Discord. So like, they're nice people. I feel connected. I know that's a stupid tiny little thing, but like, it's adds up to a bunch. Like, I make memes every so often for breakfast stream, and they laugh at them. Mal has been, I talked about this a few weeks ago, Mal's been nice about me enjoying her art. Again, that thing I look at every day and I get inspired. And just in general, like, I've had interactions and connections, and it kills me to see anybody that I care about in pain. A lot of my friends are in pain in general lately, and it kills me. But this is a lot of pain that they're in, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing at all I can do about it. I can send my condolences and well wishes, but like, I don't know them well enough that I can like actually be a support for them. So like, there's nothing I can do about it, and that hurts. But we'll see what the future brings. I know that they'll get through this, because they are who they are. But I just hope that they can heal well from it, because they are very wholesome people, a very wholesome part of the internet. Like, that's their whole thing and purpose for content producing, aside from just the entertainment of the video let's play videos and such, is to be a wholesome part of the internet. They try to keep cursing out of everything except for like the Stephen and Friends stuff, because they're not going to censor their friends. They're just going to be fun with each other. But they try to keep cursing and politics and religion and all the fun, edgy subject matter out of their content, and not to censor themselves, but just to make their content accessible to everybody in a way that, and like, a wider range of people can enjoy without being disingenuous. So I appreciate that immensely, and it just kills me to see the pain that they're going through. So here's hoping for better times for that. So I know that was like a whole thing, but I'm like, I'm not taking this as badly as some people, and everyone feels pain differently through that. But like, it feels like I lost a pet too through this, but I would never presume to say that I feel anywhere near how they do. I'm feeling the loss through my own connection, but I'm never gonna say that I am feeling their pain, because their pain is a whole heck of a lot worse, and to compare myself to that would be demeaning to their experience, at least what I think. But yeah, so that was the weekend. But it's hard to see. I'm scrolling past the tweets that Steven put up, and it's hard to see. Because again, like, he doesn't cry, and the vlogs that he did, the 2 vlogs that he did about this, like, he's just, you can hear the pain. It's awful. It's awful. Anything else interesting happened this past week aside from the direct? No. No. Okay. So, Animal Crossing Direct. If you don't want to hear about it, if you're waiting to watch it on your own still, if you're waiting just for the game to come out, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good week. As for everyone else, I wrote down notes. Alright, so this is just like bullet points that I put on here. But the direct was in 3 parts. The first part was just kind of rehashing details that they've already given us and expanding upon them a little bit. The second was new details. The third one was more or less just a little Q&A. Or FAQ, not Q&A, but FAQ. So, the game looks amazing, by the way. I'm so excited for it. They have like a crafting system that they introduced to it, which you get materials from trees and fruits and flowers and whatever, to let you craft items like shovels and things. It looks like the shovels, like the tools might be breakable, or at least upgradable in some way. So we'll see about that. But the crafting system is interesting, because the game isn't like a gacha game or a money-making type thing. It doesn't look like they're going to make it unfair or like timed like they do with Pocket Camp with crafting stuff. So we'll see about that. There's instead of the post office, there's like an airport now, which is like your hub for traveling and everything else. It doesn't look like Pelly and Phyllis are in the game, but there are these 2 dodo birds, Orville and Wilbur. And I like that flightless birds are in charge of the airplane. That's a very good vote of confidence. When you start the game and you go to this island, you can place your own tent wherever, to set yourself up. But it also gives you the option to place the villagers' tents that come with you, like the first couple that come on the island with you. So you can actually, like, and also later when you're, like, people are moving to your town, you can make it so that they don't randomly generate a house in the middle of that, like, amazing flower patch that you've been cultivating and trying to get to look just right, and completely destroy all your progress. I'm so excited that you finally don't have to play Russian roulette with your villagers in that way. Also, you can choose whether you're on the northern hemisphere or the southern hemisphere to, affect your seasons, because the northern hemisphere and southern hemisphere essentially have swapped seasons. July is summer for us and winter for them, etc. So it's nice that you're not stuck with a northern hemisphere only world. They have in-game achievements which give you like reward miles to get stuff. They introduced this in the expansion to New Leaf, kind of like happy points or something. I forgot what it was called. but it looks like it'll be a little better made this time around. So it's nice to have in-game achievements anyway. There's like a quick change like wheel for tools, which is really nice, so that you don't have to like keep, pressing the button to go through your entire list. Bees can kill you again. Remember that? Remember when wasps would sting you and you just wake up at home? That was scary. So yeah, they can kill you again, and it's great. It seems like Mr. Rossetti is part of a rescue operation now. If you get like lost on your island or something, he can take you back home. We didn't see him, but it played his music. Do 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 do. Boom ba-da-loom boom boom. Doom ba-da-loom boom boom. Ba-dum boom 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 ba-da-dum boom boom. You know that. The room customization looks really cool, and it's more like the Happy Home Designer style thing, which makes it a lot easier to move stuff around, especially in bulk. So that's cool. You can tour smaller islands that are in different seasons, have different animals and bugs and things, and just have like little adventures on them. So that's pretty cool, actually. There's party play that you can just go online with people. The islands are one island per Switch system, as opposed to per character profile, and each character profile on your Switch could be a different villager on that island, but each Switch has its own island. You can't just make multiple per file, which is interesting, but is more or less what 3DS had. It was, it's not tied to the cart, it's tied to the Switch now, I think. So, yeah, it also doesn't support backup saves, but apparently something is coming later in the year. It's kind of nebulous, they haven't gone into that. What did I wrote? Oh, right, there's like an app on your phone. You have like a little phone with an app with Nook Link, and it has a whole bunch of cool features for that. You can have like buildings like from the previous games, like the coffee shop and museum and everything else, and build those and get the NPCs for them, so that looks good. There's a lot of bridge options now, which is really cool. You can make slopes. You can build like a ladder to go up stuff. But you can build slopes now and staircases, which is really nice. You can do terraforming. You can just place water blocks or place dirt or get rid of them, which is really cool. It's very Minecraft, but like you can make your own little waterfalls or just terraform your island into your own designs. And I'm looking forward to people's creativity on that. Also, they showed off the museum, and the museum is absolutely amazing. It's beautiful inside. It's like actual full aquariums, and the bug area looks like a botanical garden almost. It just looks so full and real, like an actual museum, an actual aquarium, an actual bug sanctuary. So much better than New Leaf. So much better than like any of the other Animal Crossing games. Like it's stunning. It also is going to have amiibo support for all the cards and all the figures, so that's really cool. That's pretty much just the bullet points that I put down here, but yeah, this game looks like it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I really can't wait. And yeah, if you have something in the direct that you saw that you're excited for, let me know. I want to talk about it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all very much for watching. Again, 3 p.m. Tuesday. Let's try a stream. Let's see what happens. May God have mercy on my soul. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.